Hello everyone, this is Shinobi once again with another Awaken Chaos setup video. So today we are going to test out Oderic to see how good he can be in, say, Arena or in Rift of Chaos. Okay, so let's go ahead and test him out. So let's first look at how I have built my Oderic. So he's not in the best of the gear because it's so difficult to get gears. But I have given him speed set instead of assassin set. He's a single target hero, so I would certainly love to give him assassin set, but I don't have a lot of assassin sets on me. So let's just quickly look at his stats. So he has got 3,945 attack, 13,000 HP, 217 speed, 240 crit damage, 113 focus. Now I would certainly love to get a gear that will give him more crit damage, more attack, preferably a little bit more speed, so that I can go to higher levels in Rift of Chaos. But at this point of time, this is all that I have on him, and yeah, I'm using the same gear on him for Arena as well as Rift of Chaos. So let's go ahead and first test him out in Rift of Chaos and see if he can be useful there. So here I am at Rift of Chaos stage 6 to do the run using Oderic. I've got Bucky, I've got Poros, I've got Atara and Jonathan. Of course, Atara is there to cleanse the bombs and ignites whenever she can do that. And then we have got Jonathan to sustain ourselves. Basically, Bucky is the one who's going to who's going to shoulder the burden of dealing the damage. Oderic is supposed to do a lot of damage, but then you'll also require the kind of gear on him to actually deal those kind of damage. So for him to deal that kind of a damage, you will require really good high attack crit damage gear, and also if possible get as much focus on him possible. At this time I've got only 113 focus on him, which is sufficient for doing the Rift of Chaos, but then because I need to get him to that speed and that focus, my overall damage is certainly going to take a hit, right? So Bucky is the one who's dealing all the damage on the boss. Poros is there to increase the crit damage. Poros is there so that he can also place those defense down too on the boss, so that the overall damage can increase, and that's how I can finish off this run. The thing is that because I'm able to remove my Black Horn out of this, put in Poros, and then instead of Hulens, just keep in Poros over there, he's doing a little bit, slightly more damage. Very little, not too much, okay? Very, very little. You'll see the overall battle report. He's doing that very, very little damage on the boss. But then, because I have got the additional damage done by my Bucky, I'm able to survive this better. I'm able to finish this run a little bit more faster than if I was not using Poros. Yeah, so that's the only benefit of using this team. And I'm happy with it. I'm not saying that you cannot use this, but if I have to use a Dark Legendary to do this run, I would prefer that he would do a lot more damage than this, okay? But at this time, I do not see him dealing a lot of damage on the boss, and that is not the plus point I'd say for Oderic here. So overall, I would say that instead of Oderic, you can simply use Hulens, and you will still be able to get the same result that you want to get from this kind of a team. Yeah, I would certainly have to increase a little bit damage of my Bucky to get that kind of a team if I do not want to use Poros. So if I want to use Poros, I do need some kind of sustenance. Even if Jonathan is out, I still won't manage to finish it. So if you can see the battle report over here, Poros Oderic did only 97,000 damage, Poros did 86,000 damage, and the bulk of the damage was still done by Bucky. And that's because my Oderic is in a pure speed set instead of an assassin set, and it does not have a lot of damage on him. So let's quickly look at him doing Arena and see how he can see what he can do there. All right, so let us see what he can do in Arena. Okay, so let's challenge this team. I'm at Diamond 4, and you can still see that there are plenty of Dark Light heroes here, even at even at platinum, not at diamond, sorry. I'm at platinum and I'm still seeing a lot of light dark heroes. Gone are the days when platinum used to be only like epics and normal legendaries. Now you will find platinum also having a lot of dark light heroes. So I can only imagine how much harder it is at in what do you call in diamond. Yeah. So let's see what kind of a damage he can do, how he will be able to help me out in finishing off these teams. So you can see over here that he's able to counterattack, he's able to survive himself, keep himself alive, because he doesn't have even though he doesn't have that kind of an HP, he's still surviving because of that death immunity on him. As long as the attacker, the person with the highest attack is alive, he's not going to die. So it is a bonus point as far as Oderic is concerned when you are doing arena, and that's something that cannot be actually removed. He just survives. At least even if it's only for 3 turns, that's okay. And if he was ascended, then he would have survived much better. But anyway, so here you can see already his Reaper debuff is on the attacker. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the name? Anyway, so you can see that it's really cool when he can counterattack like that, and he's able to finish off the attacker without any problem. Okay, and he's able to survive it every single time somebody attacks him. He's able to. I'm sorry, not every single time. He's going to do it only 2 times per round, but at least he's able to do that twice, and that's more than enough for us to ensure that the DPSer of the team, of the enemy team, is getting killed off very easily. But does that mean that he is going to change the meta in the game? I do not think so. That's not something that I'm going to think about. When I'm looking at Oderic and I'm looking at his attack, when I was looking at his skill yesterday, I was, the day before yesterday, I was thinking like, oh, he's going to change the meta because he's got this unique skill, this very wonderful kind of a skill where he's going to not die for the first 3 rounds. But then there are counters against him. There are so many counters against him. And he also requires a team built around him. Like he's not like dark like Light Virgil or like Dark Hazel, in which you build at you use him so that he's the main character of the team. No, he's not the main. As far as Oderic is concerned, he's not the main character of the team. He requires a little bit of build up around him for him to survive and for him to do the kind of damage that we are expecting out of him, right? And to be useful enough for him to handle stuff. So as long as you are able to build a team around him, he will certainly be really good. Okay, that's for sure. But you need that good kind of a team. I've seen teams of him using Dark Hazel and other really cool heroes, and yeah, at that point of time, he's really doing good damage, and he's also being able to finish off teams without any problem. But that's not the case. That's not what happens every single time. Okay, like me, I don't have that kind of a team, so I'll have to build a team specifically around him such that I'm able to finish off the opponent's team. And even then it becomes really tough for me when I'm going against teams that are having Dark Andre, Dark Hazel, that kind of teams. It becomes very hard for me because my Oderic is not dealing a lot of damage. I want my Oderic to deal a lot of damage, but at this point of time I do not have that kind of a assassin set on me that he can go in and deal damage. And of course I haven't changed my gear and given him an attack kind of a gear, a more damage kind of a gear out here. I'm just using the same gear that I'm using in Rift of Chaos. And from what I can see, I can only say that, yeah, he is good in arena. Okay, good in arena. But he's certainly not what I would call a meta-changing hero, and he's certainly not broken. No, he's not broken kind of thing. He's doing his counterattack, yeah. But you can survive his attack if the opponent has got good enough stats on them, and if the opponent is able to able to get him out much sooner. So I can show you teams in which, I find this very same team will find it very difficult for them to survive. There are no problem. There are plenty of teams that can beat Oderic. So, and that's the real reason why I think like Oderic is not going to be a meta changer kind of thing, but he's certainly going to help you out in arena. That's for sure. That's for sure. A really good hero to be used in arena, but not the defining kind of a hero. Like when it comes to Dark Andre, he can handle stuff all by himself. It becomes so difficult to beat him. When it comes to a Hazel team, Hazel will just not allow you to live long. He'll just keep on killing you. So as far as Audric is concerned, yeah, some things go for him. There are certainly things that go for him on his behalf, but not everything. Not everything. Like you can see out here, he's not able to finish off Dark Virgil in one go, and he's not dealing enough damage against Dark Andre. So he's not a really broken champion, but an okay champion. And I have no problem with that. As long as you're not bringing in like the Ophelia sisters, completely broken. Not that kind of a thing. Certainly not that kind of a thing. You can see that he's trying to finish off the opponent, but he's the only damage dealer I have there. The rest are not damage dealers. The rest are there just for supporting him, to keep him alive and to, help him out. But he's not able to deal that kind of damage that we are expecting out of him. He's trying to do his best. He's still doing it. And I'm pretty sure he's going to die now. There you go. So, my opinion on Audric is that if you're able to get him into a really, really good gear, of course, most certainly, he will certainly be able to help you out. Yeah, not a doubt about it. But otherwise, I do not think that he is actually a kind of like a broken kind of a hero, but an okay hero. An okay hero. If you look at other areas, other teams against other teams, he's going to be really good. But against specific teams, especially involving certain heroes like Dark Andre or Dark Hazel, he's not going to be really good unless you have somebody else also who's going to deal that kind of a damage, okay? And also keep you alive. So that's going to be a tall order on him. That's going to be like you're asking too much from him. At this point of time, I think like you need a little bit more I wish he had a little bit more multiplier, and I wish he was a little bit more faster. Right now, he's not that fast. He's pretty slow, and his health is also like not that super great, and so that makes it very difficult for us to keep him alive and to ensure that he's able to do what he's supposed to do. But at this point of, but what I'm seeing, as you can see over here, he's taking a lot of time over here because he's not one-shotting anybody. Not one-shotting anybody with that kind of a gear. And I wish he could have done that. I wish he could have done that. But that's still fine. It's still fine. What I'm saying is that you can still use him. He's not completely useless. Okay? If you're able to keep him alive, you can still use him, and you can still be like, use him for finishing off teams and get things done. That's for sure. That's certainly for sure. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with what is happening with him. He's dealing plenty of damage. You can see 16,000 damage. Not a problem. Let's look one last run. Okay, I've been talking for a long time about him in arena. So let's look at one more run, and then we will finish off here and see and just talk about what I think about him basically. Right, let's see. I'm doing completely auto, okay? Because I hate doing arena on manual. I'd prefer to do everything in auto as much as possible in auto. So if I'm able to finish off things in auto, I'm very, very happy. Okay, I'm really happy if I'm able to finish things like that. Okay, so I got my Atara out of the picture. He's not dealing enough damage. I wish there was more damage. Come on. All right, one of them is off, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be better. I need something more. Not at one shot him, no. Come on. Okay, there you go. Now that's better. Right. Now that's better. Now that's great. All right. He finally managed to beat that team. Okay. So, yeah, this is what I think Oderic would be good for. I don't think like he's going to be the top meta hero in the game, like some other heroes. You can see all those Dark Light heroes over here that are going to be really meta in Arena. It's not going to be that top meta hero. That's my opinion, okay? My personal opinion. But at the same time, he's going to be very useful for you in order to build a team that can help you out in finishing off the arena, getting to higher levels, and do a lot more damage to be able to finish off certain kind of themes. And I'm just using him as the only DPSer, and I'm still able to beat quite a few team. That's for sure. Sad. How are they getting stunned? Anyways, that's still fine. There you go. There you go. How am I going to finish teams like this if I'm going to face this kind of a problem? Right. Let's see. Come on, let me take out Bucky now. I need to take out Bucky. Come on, take out Bucky. Nah, he did not take out Bucky. There you go. Bucky's going to simply keep on hitting me and finish me off. Right? All right, there you go. I'm happy. I'm happy with Oderic. Am I going to be ecstatic about him? Am I going to be really excited that I would simply be like, oh yeah, I've got Audric. I'm going to be like very happy. I got the best hero in the game. He's a good hero. You will be able to use him. You'll be able to use him in Arena. You'll be able to use him in Rift of Chaos to a certain extent. Yeah, and useful kind of a hero, but not a meta-changing hero. Certainly not a meta-changing hero, and certainly not broken. I wouldn't say that you need to. I would say that he's pretty much balanced, and Ace does not have to do any massive changes on him or do a lot of kind of, nerfing on him. So if you get him, you can simply use him. That's all that I think about him. Let me know what you think about him. Do you think that he's broken? Maybe you have a different kind of a team. You have a different kind of a way of using him. Let me know how you are using him, and let me know if you think he's broken and if he needs any adjustment. So until then, peace, love, and blessings to all of you. Shinobi out.